Hey everyone, it's Katie from the Wellington County Museum and Archives. Welcome to June's Museum on your doorstep. Grab your kit for this week and let's get crafting. Okay everyone, so open up your craft kit and take a look inside. Inside of your craft kit, everyone should have one pine cone, a template for some bat wings, two googly eyes, a piece of black construction paper, and a piece of white paper, just a little square. Inside of your home, what I would like you to find is a pencil crayon or a pen. This is to trace on black construction paper, so try and find a white pencil crayon because that works best. A pair of scissors, some tape, and some white glue. And you will need some white glue. It works a little bit better for this craft. Okay, so let's go on to the first step. You will need your black construction paper and your back wings template and your scissors and your white pencil. So everything else can go off to the side. All right, so the first thing I want you to do, take your back wing template and I want you to follow the outside black line and I want you to cut out these wings. Just ignore the tab. You can just cut around it. That's totally fine. You want to keep that. And once you cut them out, you should have a pair of wings just like so. Once you've cut these bat wings out, I want you to take your black construction paper and I want you to trace your bat wings onto the black construction paper with your white pencil. This is where a white pencil works best, but if you have a pen or pencil only, just make sure that you trace quite hard so you can see the lines for when you cut them out. When you trace your wings onto your construction paper, I want you to go nice and close to the edges because you'll need a piece of the scraps to make some bat ears. So make sure that when you're tracing your wings, they're nice and close to each other so you can have some scraps over so you can make some triangles out of it. So trace your wings onto the black construction paper and cut them out. I've already done this. So you are free to pause this video to cut out the templates and then trace them onto your black construction paper and cut those out. So go ahead and do that now. Once you have cut out your wings, you should have two wings in black construction paper and you should have some scraps from the big piece. So this is a little scrap that I have that you can use to make some ears out of. You don't need a huge piece. If you do have a huge piece, that's actually quite lovely because you can sort of shrink your ears as you would like. All right, so let's make our ears next. With your white pencil crayon or your pen, whatever you have, if you want to trace some triangles onto the black construction paper, you can do that. If you want to freehand it like me, go for it. All you're doing is making some triangles. So you want two triangles. You want them quite tall and skinny to make them into some cute little bat ears. So if you have a big piece of construction paper left over from when you cut out your wings, you'll be able to shrink them in size as you want. But if you had a little one like me, be careful with how big you make your little triangles. So these will be your ears. Next, I want you to grab your white piece of paper and we're going to do something very similar. We're going to make two triangles to make some sharp little bat teeth. So again, you can start off with some nice big triangles and then shrink them right down to the sizes that you would like. So these are huge bat teeth. Not necessary. So I'm going to shrink them right down. Make them nice and small. There we go. Put your scraps off to the side. And now I have some teeny little itty bitty bat teeth. So now we have all the pieces for our bat and we need to put the bat together. So grab your pine cone, your white glue, and your tape, and all the little pieces that you've just cut so that they are right in front of you and you know where everything is, and your googly eyes. And we're going to add it all to our pine cone to make our bat. You can start wherever you would like. You can start with the eyes, the ears, the teeth, whatever you want, but I'll show you how it goes together. When you're putting the googly eyes on, tape does work. You have to be a little bit patient to do it to find the right spots where it sticks. But if you do have a hot glue gun, that's going to work even better. So if you don't have a hot glue gun, tape is going to work just fine, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But otherwise, grab a hot glue gun. So to do your eyes, you're going to grab a piece of tape. You're going to fold it into a piece of double-sided tape or into a little tube. And what I want you to do is cut that tube in half, because you don't need a giant piece. You need 2 smaller pieces to stick on the back of your googly eyes. There's 1 and 2. And this will be the front of our bat. We are going to stick our eyes where we would like. And again, you're gonna have to fiddle with the tape a little bit to find the sweet spots where it's gonna stick, but it does stick. I think that's where it is. Yep. See, so my eyes are sticking. They're not gonna fall off, which is good. But if you wanna be a little bit safe, you can use that hot glue. To add next, I think we're gonna put our little teeth. So this is where you're gonna need your white glue. The teeth are gonna go underneath the eyes. 1, 2 little dots for our 2 little white triangles. First one goes here. Second one on here. And just dab them onto the pine cone to make sure that they stick. I have some nice big teeth on my bat. And we're going to add our ears next. So our ears are going to sort of stick in behind parts of the pine cone. So what you're going to do is find a spot that you like best, put a little bit of glue in between the 2 pieces of the pine cone, and then stick it in. So I'm going to put my first one right about here. I'm going to put a little bit of glue in between the 2. That's going to help to make sure that my bat ear doesn't move around anywhere. Make sure that I have it the right way I want. Stick it in. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. If you want to pause during any parts of this to make sure that everything is glued nice and dry, you can do that. I'm going to continue on to the next side. Whoop. Shove that in a little bit. I think my next ear, yeah, I think it looks cute there. Find the next spot, put a little bit of glue in between. Stick your little ear in there. You gotta fiddle around with it like I am doing, that's okay. The glue will dry and it will help to keep that little triangle where you want it, like so. The next are the wings. So you want the pointy little bits of the wing, that's the bottom. So they're gonna be sticking in like so. So again, take a look at your bat, sort of figure out where you want your wings to sit. I think that will be a good spot for my first wing. To make sure that it doesn't go anywhere, we're going to put a little bit of glue, again, in between the pieces of the pine cone to help it stay. This is where you're going to have to be patient to make sure that it sticks and that you find a good spot where it's going to stay. You want to pinch it to make sure that the glue sticks, and that if you want to leave it off to the side to let each wing dry at its own pace, you can do that. It'll probably help a little bit with making sure that it doesn't fall apart. All right, my next wing. Let's take a look. Maybe right there. Yeah. Again, put some glue. Maybe a little bit there. Carefully grab your wing, slip it into your pine cone. Oop. Pinch it in as necessary. Find a good sweet spot for that wing to stay. There we go. I think that's good. All right. So let this dry a little bit. Make sure everything's sticking the way that you want it to. And now you have your very own pine cone bat. And that's it, everyone. Now you have your very own pine cone bat. If this is something you've really enjoyed, visit us at wellington.ca/museum to see the rest of June's Museum on your doorstep, and we hope to see you soon!